What's up, guys? This is Gabriel bringing you your next video. I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that gets overlooked a lot. A lot of things get overlooked, don't they? But this one is more pertaining to your success and how it affects you personally with your health. All right? A lot of people want to achieve great success, and I don't know if you noticed, but let's say, okay, let's use this example. Movie stars, right? Everybody's like, oh man, they're so fit. Oh, they're so fit because they have personal trainers. They're so fit because, they have the money to do so. That's bullcrap. If you notice, most of these actors and stuff like that, they're fit because if they're not fit, they don't get hired. Makes sense, doesn't it? Joe, I want you to take this with a grain of salt. Not really with a grain of salt, but fix yourself. All right? I know that sounds kind of harsh, but it's the truth. If you really want to achieve great success, you really need to put your body in a position to be great. You see what I'm saying? The more you work on yourself, and I'm not just talking about physically, the more you work on yourself, the more success you're going to have. All right? With the company I'm with, right, we have our, A-Core commitments that we have to do daily, which are supposed to strengthen our mind. But on the side, you also have to think about strengthening your body. Okay, so let's use an example, right? Back when I started boot camp and for all you other Marines, shut up. Back when I started boot camp in 2010, I was chubby. I was about 215, and from day one, because I was the guide of the group, well, the guide is kind of like the leader of the group, they just ran us ragged. They worked us over. We did work exercises from dawn to freaking daybreak. It was ridiculous. We just pushed it, but you got to think about it. The exhaustion that I felt was nothing compared to the gratitude, basically the happiness that I had afterwards, right? So we ran through, going through the first sets of workouts. It really sucked so bad. I wasn't used to doing that type of workouts. At the most, I would lift some weights, but that's about it. I wasn't really into the workout scene back then. But time progressed. It got easier. It will get easier, right? And then it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm keeping up. But then what did they do? They increased the difficulty, which is good because you'd never want to make it easy for yourself. Keep challenging yourself. Make it harder for yourself, right? So they increased the difficulty, and I kept pushing. I couldn't back down. I had to stay the leader, but I also had to do it for myself, right? I had to set the example for my other Marines. So I'm pushing. Come graduation day, I'm sitting pretty, went from 210 to 160, right? And it was great. It was a freaking amazing accomplishment in my book, but basically what I'm trying to tell you is push all the way to the end. I know a lot of people like me, I'm like that now and was like that then, that I like to see results right off the bat, and that's not how it's going to be. You need to put in the time, wait the time, keep putting it over and over again until, you get the results that you want. Don't stop because you don't see results off the bat. I know it's going to be discouraging, but don't get discouraged. Keep fighting for it. You want it bad enough, it's going to happen. Right? Same thing goes for your mind. For instance, I had no idea I wanted to be a grunt, which is basically an infantry guy in Marines, and I was ready for it. I was ecstatic for it. But come to find out, I got put in the air wing, which is basically working on plane parts and stuff like that. So I went from, no offense to my grunt friends out there, but I went from not really needing to know much technical how to, hey, how does these little plane components work? So I had to go to school, and I went to school for a year and a half before I even hit the fleet, which is basically your unit. And it was tough at first, like going through the school. I didn't really want to learn. I didn't want to learn this stuff. But at the same time, I knew knowing this stuff will help me succeed. So goes the same way for anything that you do. You basically, whether it's reading audiobooks, reading articles online, watching videos, whatever the case might be, you need to put in the time every day to learn something, right? To learn something. When you put in the time to learn something for yourself, for your own knowledge, you not only have the know-how, the expertise, but you just also, you can help people. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping people, which is why I'm making videos like this, right? So feed your mind, feed your body, and don't quit just because the getting gets tough. You got to push through that barrier, break through that barrier. You never break a barrier by walking through it. You break a barrier by sprinting through it. Give it all you got. Don't stop pushing and achieve your goals mentally and physically. Get out there and apply yourself. All right? This has been Gabriel. I'll see you guys later.